I'm Matt Bichard here in Seattle for NAREIT's 2018 ESG Forum. Joining me today is Michael Chang, Director of Energy and Sustainability with Host Hotels and Resorts. Michael, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, reporting continues to be one of, if not the biggest issue tied to ESG for real estate companies. Last year, Host included SASB metric within its 10K. Can you start by saying why the company did this and what it might mean going forward?
We felt like we had a very positive story to tell with energy and water reduction efforts throughout the years, and also felt that it had a strong tie with our financial metrics. So we worked with our financial reporting group, legal, all of the other departments, and it was really a sign of how well integrated sustainability is within our organization. So moving forward, hopefully, investors will take notice. This is an area of value that we are communicating, and hopefully the industry will follow as well.
And last year when we did this interview, you mentioned a pilot program using cloud-based building monitoring platforms. How have those programs gone, and what were the results that you saw in that year?
Yeah, interesting. We surveyed about 25 different companies, ended with a short list of 4 companies that we piloted with. From those 4 companies, we now have 2 pilots still running, and they're showing promising results, anywhere from 5 to 15% in energy and water reduction, utility reduction at our properties. There's a big challenge around IT infrastructure and other things that we're working through, but hopefully we'll be expanding this technology throughout our portfolio if it's a success.
And renewable energy is another common topic that arises tied to ESG. What is Host doing in this area, and how do you see that expanding within your portfolio?
Well, about 2 years ago, we successfully implemented 2 large solar PV projects in Maui. We've been monitoring the performance, and they meet our investment thresholds. So we have about a dozen properties right now, or a dozen projects that are in different stages of analysis and implementation, and we're looking to kind of double the capacity of solar generation in our portfolio within the next 2 years.
Now, the focal points within this wide range of ESG seem to always be changing. What do you think is going to be sort of that next target that REITs and real estate companies will be focused on?
Well, 2 areas that we are focusing on this year that is relatively new for us at least is in the supply chain and social areas. We're looking to see how we can more effectively engage our suppliers in sustainability around the materials that we're procuring for renovations. And on the social side, even though we don't operate our hotels, really trying to see how we can enable social programs within our properties or do what makes sense for hosts.
And lastly, I'm asking everyone that I'm interviewing here at the ESG Forum to take a minute and brag a little bit. This group has accomplished quite a bit. Now, when you're looking at Host's ESG efforts, what's one statistic that you're most proud of or goal that you have achieved?
I would say that being able to include SASB metrics into our 10K was our biggest achievement in the past year. Just bring it back to the first point where it just shows the level of credibility, the strength of our CR program. It's not siloed within itself. It is part of our business strategy, and we're beginning to make some larger progress in how we integrate sustainability into our business, and hopefully that's going to translate to investors taking notice and integrating sustainability more with financial impacts.
Great. Michael, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
For more on ESG and real estate related issues, be sure to visit NAREIT's website, REIT.com.